on with the chat. Y'all get on in here, chat. Yeah, y'all get on in here. Talk to me, chat. I talk back. Don't y'all act like that. What it do, chat? Random Gaming. What up, though, Random Gaming? Big salute to you, Random Gaming. Ruby. What up, though, Ruby? What it do, chat? Y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all coming on in. Nah, we don't got meth out here. Y'all used to be a X-Pill popper shit. Damn near 20 years ago. When I had to get that up. Don't nobody smoke crack no more. Maddies, nobody but your mama now. Yeah, come on, Maddies. You can't go harder than that. Come on, Maddies. You can go harder than that, Maddies. Is that all you got? Maddies. Y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all coming on in. Make sure you got your nice little profile pic. Come on, interact, engage with me. Pretty much open discussion. Lego lamb lover. Cook what? going on with the chat, man? How y'all feeling today? I don't like sports cars. I like trucks and muscle cars. Yeah, I don't like Lamborghinis and Porsches and nah, give me a muscle car. Give me a Chevy truck. See, it's not about who got the fastest car. It's about who wants to win the race the most. So let that be a words of wisdom for the young heads. And plus, you could do more with a muscle car than you could do with a speed racer. Hellcat, a big car with no inside space. Yeah, they make the Hellcat all that car, all that engine, and you ain't got no trunk space. You ain't got no leg room. That what was supposed to be pinned. Hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tapping in. Nah, definitely not a 17 something. Give me a 2000 and up type truck. Yeah, a 90s and up type truck. Yeah. 18 van. Y'all remember the 18 with Mr. T now? Let me slide this back. Yeah, y'all remember the 18? Yeah, give me that 18 Chevy van. Boy, that 18 Chevy van go harder than any of them race cars y'all talking about. Hey, Sam Mike, do me a favor. Go get you a profile pic. You got 5 minutes. Come on back now. Come on back when you get your profile pic. Then come talk to me. We're gonna need one more sugar cube. What up, though, chat? What y'all on, chat? What it do, chat? Man, big salute to everybody that's tuning in, tapping in. Early morning, getting ready to get this day started. Grand rising, good night to everybody. Grand rising for those getting up. Good night for those that's getting ready to lay it down. Yeah, getting ready to get this day started. Start my day out with a cup of tizzy, sipping and slurping. Sipping and slurping. Feeling lazy. I don't feel like doing nothing. I think it's this weather cooling off. Yeah, this cool off weather. Boy, how you not want to do nothing, boy. And then by the time it get hot, you be like, damn, I should have got up and did something. But hit that subscribe button as you're tuning in, tapping in, so you come through, interact, engage with me in the chat. Talk to me, I talk back. See, my chat talk to me, because my chat know I talk back. So feel free to interact, engage. Pretty much open discussion. Yeah, pretty much open discussion. Let's just keep it productive. Keep it constructive. Let's keep it creative. Let's keep it motivational. Yeah, that's all I ask. You know, I'm not too big on the lame or the goofball talk. Sir 21 goes. Shit, heck, I eat healthy. That's what happened to my body. What happened to your body? Look like you eat. Look like you got a little, well, I don't know what you look like. But yeah, it's called eating right, eating healthy. Sipping tea. Drinking ice cold water, mineral water. Yep. Sir 21 goes. What up, Sir 21 goes? What he talking about, Sir 21 goes? He talking about anything new? Yes, Sir 21 goes. It's sad to see somebody fighting a battle that they can't win. Oh, yeah, he got to mention me, Sir 21 goes. Yeah, he got to mention me. Because if he don't mention me, the lame brains will be able to see through his bullshit. Oh, it's called Mind Control Over Dope Fiends, Sir 21 goes. See, you can learn how to manipulate an American dope fiend by watching me, Sir 21 goes. See, Sir 21 goes. That's when you know you got the upper hand over an op. When once upon a time they was this big old guy. Now they belittle they self. Now they playing victim. See, it's so easy to manipulate a junkie, especially an American junkie. So easy to manipulate them. And he's making it plain. See, his masters didn't prepare him for somebody like me. Yeah, Sir 21 goes. He thought he was going to be able to just run loose all over the world with the dope fiend rhetoric. And it was just going to fly. Nah. You can't use and abuse God's name and think ain't going to be no recompense. Yeah, you can't just use and abuse God's name and don't stand on it. and think it's not gonna be a recompense. See, that further lets me know that he doesn't read his book. He just picks chapters. He only reads the chapters that are Farrakhan's favorite chapters. Sir 201 goes, that's the thing. He never became famous. Sir 201 goes, nah, he never became famous. F-list celebrity. Do you know anybody that's always around but never made a hit? Do you know what he's important to the industry for? Say if you wanted to be a rapper, right? He's what you would call a gatekeeper. Say if you wanted to be a rapper, right? And you wanted to go sell your soul for fame and fortune, to be big in the rap industry. He's one of the people that take you to them. And he get a little change. He go about his way. But he brings them souls for money. So just as many souls as he brings to them, he got to bring the same amount to the mouth. I think that's his way of making even with God, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so Toon, that's all he been doing his whole career, is using people. But you got people like that in the industry that use people. They're called clout chasers, wave robbers. Sir 21 goes, what up, though, Simba? Big salute, Simba. Big salute, Sir 21. Yeah, clout chasers, wave robbers. You know, even though he's part of the culture, he's a culture vulture. Nah, he ain't gave no game. Nah, the game already had clout. He just seen a wave he can ride, so he jumped on. Well, we all got a weakness to our minds. None of us are perfect. It's just his decision making is very terrible. Yeah, you too, Simba. You have a blessed day too. Yeah, his decision making. See, his addiction affects his judgment. Versus my addiction, it don't affect my judgment. That's the difference between addictions. You know, it's levels to addictions. When addictions you have start affecting your judgment, affecting the way you act, affecting the way you treat people, affecting the way you do things, that is very bad addiction. Yep. Pay attention, Hack. Fix that ADD over there, Hacked, so you know what we talking about. Yeah, so and what does the Quran say about holding up anything up with Allah? That's what's giving me, that's what make me look at the Nation of Islam sideways. Because the same book that they supposed to be reading strictly prohibits holding up anything with Allah, the creator of the worlds. But yeah, the Nation of Islam, they hold up man. They say Allah came in a person. So now, by me being in an Islamic country and reading my book, now I understand why the Nation of Islam does not go outside of America and Europe and preach that same rhetoric. I remember I seen Farrakhan, peace be upon him, on an interview in Pakistan, right? He stressed that he was taught by a master. He never said anything about Allah coming in a person And I think they was waiting on him to say that so they could stone him to death on national television. But I noticed he left that out of his talking points. But he held his own though. So whether he want to say I worship a spirit, worship something I can't see, nah. I worship the creator of the worlds. See, you don't, if you in America, you don't gotta be a part of the Nation of Islam to represent Islam. You know, that's just a sect of Islam that was lost, and the Mahdi did the job that God sent him to do. Come give them, the lost children, the message. It's the ones that got scattered. They need the message. They got stripped of the message. Man, appreciate that, Sir 21 Goals. Appreciate that. You know, it's the times we in, man. It's either God or the devil. You know, I always knew both. God been calling me. You know, I just took a little longer to answer. He had to open my eyes. And once he opened my eyes, shit, I was just been waiting on him to move me as me being his chess piece. Nah, Hack, I took him off one of your dead homies after I smacked him upside the head with the toolie, yo. Better yet, Hack, I took him off your neck. Now what you gonna do about it? Straight strong armed you. Appreciate that, Hack. They look better on my neck anyway. Along with that ring. Yeah, it look better on me anyway. Yep. Now, actually, I got a well physique body. I'm just frail. I'm just skinny. You know, you go around the world, all the sculptures you see, besides Buddha, are sculptured like me. They're not sculptured like you. You got an alien body. Yeah, you got a deformed body. Too bad you over there hiding. Yeah, stay hiding, Hack. That what you do. You stay hiding. But I can see through that veil that you hiding under. Now, Hack. Now, see, if you gonna get lamer as we go, you don't deserve to speak here. Just read what you said, Hack. Matter of fact, Hack, I'm gonna give you some time to think about it, Hack. This is what you do. You go sit down and you think of some good cook seasoning. You got 30 minutes. Go think you some good cook seasoning, then you come back with some better cooking seasoning. Because your seasoning you're using is very bland. There you go. You got 30 minutes to go get right. Get your thoughts together. Because just because your screen black don't mean you can't be seen. Yep. But big salute. Thank you, Sir 21 Goals, man. Hey, Them the only people I want around me anyway is God-fearing, God-worshiping people. Them the only people I want around, because them the only people that's going to be like-minded. Sir 21 goes. See, some people like Hacked, they on demon time. They can't show themselves. They do all that talking and hiding. You know, my Quran, you know, our book talks about people like that. I didn't get mad, Bernie. See, if you was paying attention, if you wasn't so daggone slow, Bernie, I gave him 30 minutes. I sat him in the corner. I put his nose in the corner like a little kid for 30 minutes. He could come back in 30 minutes and talk. I gave him time to get his cooking game right. Now, Bernie Smith, what you need to do, go get you a profile pic and then come back and talk about me being stuck in Africa. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes, Bernie. Now, see, getting put in time out like a little-ass kid is different from getting blocked. Now, you put your nose in that corner and you figure out a good profile pic. Then you come back and you talk. Okay, Bernie? If not, shut up. You hold no weight here. See, at least Hacked had a black screen. Something as simple as that. You can't even do that, Bernie? That's why you stuck where you at. But yes, sir, 2-1 goes. Yeah, I only want like-minded people around. You see, people like Bernie, people like Hacked, those ain't God-fearing people. Those are what you call people that's manipulated by the system. Their minds is manipulated. Yep. Just like I got that dope fiend mind in my hand, the system got their minds in their hand. See, they can't even tell this from people. They can't even tell the difference from being blocked and being put in time out. And it tell you right there on the screen, don't it? Dummies. Deaf, dumb, and blind. But got the nerve to type in the chat and prove to everybody that they deaf and they dumb and they blind. Such a shame. Such a shame. Such a shame. But what up, though, chat? Talk to me, chat. Yeah, man. So it's wild, sir. 21 goes. It's wild. When a person is a functioning addict, they got mental issues, stuck in character. You know, he's really a danger to himself. That's why it's best that it might be best that he stay away from his family. Because when they around him, they in danger. You know, and then God is chastising them. But you know what they say, misery loves company. You know, he want to make sure that as many people as miserable as him when the doom comes. Just like he know he over there behind enemy lines, but he want to rile people up just enough to get clicks and views. He don't really want to make no change. He's not in a rush to be a martyr. He doesn't want to be a sacrificial lamb for the people. Because he knows that's what it's going to take to lead Black America. You're gonna have to be a sacrificial lamb. Yep. He trying to figure out a way to do it where he don't gotta sacrifice himself. But you can't go to Pharaoh and make no demands if you ain't ready to fight or be slain. But if that's what God wills you to do, you got to get it done. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Because it looked like instead of him going to save Black America, it looked like he right on back a part of the rat race. Making all the excuses in the world. Being very hypocritical. Acting real niggardly in the land. Being mischievous. Always bragging on his wealth and how many sons he got. Oh, don't the book speak about that? See, everything I read in my book, I'm seeing it. That's what make me more of a believer in Islam, man. Make me more of a believer. Because as I read this holy word, it make me more of a believer, boy. Revelations coming through a book. I'm watching the man go through it. Call me a hypocrite. Call me a slanderer. When he the one that started it. But like you said, Sir 21 goes, now he want to play victim. It's a cold game, ain't it? Cold game. Cold game. Hey, but you got to play how to go. Because this world life ain't nothing but sport and play. Yeah. So we just got to play how it go. As long as you prepare yourself for the hereafter. Because that's going to be better for us anyway. We do the right thing, what God wants us to do. Whether you holy moly donut shops or whether you one of the mean ones. Like Noah and his boys. They were of the mean ones. I'm glad you showed up today, Sir 21 Go, because that goes to the title of the topic of conversation. This not a madman's message. The pen. This is the sure truth. What up, Gavin? Big salute to you, Gavin. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Well, you obviously did because you wouldn't be talking to me. But y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tapping in. Feel free to come on, interact, engage with me. Back here on these YouTube streets. Wars and rumors of wars. There's a lot going on. Man, man, AES don't need eco wars. Shit, eco wars need AES. Yeah. You know, and that's another sad thing too about deep demon life in America. It tastes good. It feel good. Yeah, it feel good. It feel good, man. I can attest to that. Nah, poo, pork chops will make you crazy. Alcohol and pills will too. See, only difference is alcohol and pills will make you crazy for a night. See, that pork got a certain type of, even though all meat has parasites in it, the pork got a certain type of parasite that goes up to your brain and lodges itself. That's the thing about pork. That's what makes pork different. And then pork is unclean. It ain't clean. Yeah. Yeah, it's unclean. A pig will eat a person. Yeah, a pig will eat a person. You know, pork is unclean. That's why it tastes so good. That's why you really don't got to put no seasoning on pork. Well, now fish is a little different. God put fish here. The reason in Islam, the reason you're not supposed to eat pork is because it's unclean. But the most sacred animal that you're not supposed to eat in Islam is the camel. That's the most sacred animal. You'll get more trouble for eating a camel than you will for eating pork. At least in Islam, if there's nothing else to eat, you can eat pork. You just can't indulge in it. But that camel, you better let that camel roam free. You better not even put a rope around his neck. Yep. But fish, you know, it's unclean fish. Just like catfish is like the pork of the water. You know, catfish eat people too. Sharks will eat people. You're not supposed to eat things that eat meat. It put parasites in you. That's why you're not supposed to eat dog. You're not supposed to eat wolf. You're not supposed to eat bear. If you eat wild deer, wild ox, moose, I even think some of them might got tapeworms or parasites in them. That's why, you know, when grandma and them used to cook, they used to soak the meat in salt and vinegar first to kill the parasites, get all that access out of it. So those of y'all who don't soak your meat, you may need to go do A parasite cleanse. Hey, good for you, Simba. Yeah, you might need to go do a parasite cleanse, especially for the people that eat a lot of meat. Do a parasite cleanse. See, do a detox. What is the cleanse? I'm gonna show you where to go buy it. You can do your own homework, Simba. You can go on Amazon, get you an organic parasite cleanse. Organic intestinal guard formula supplement for humans with black walnut, wormwood clove, and organic tincture. Natural herb intestine body gut cleanser. Clean your gut, Simba. Cause one thing I know about being on a carnivore diet, yeah, your gut's gonna stink. I just eat straight chicken, and I can notice, the smells. Even though I know that I'm eating chicken, so I got a distinct smell when I use the bathroom, and it stays that way. It's never a different smell. Sometimes it's stronger, sometimes it's not that strong. But I got the chicken smell. Nah, American Muscle, go get not in America. You better go get you one of them strong cleanses. Yeah, you better get you one of them strong cleanses. Big salute, American Muscle. But you could drink that too with the cleanse for 3 days. So yes, great information, American Hustle. I recommend that with your organic cleanse. So that way you could detox your whole body. Yep. Well, Pooh, hey, that it's people out here that eat raw meat, especially in Ethiopia. They eat raw meat. That's that European coming out of them. Well, Simba, it's a host of different things to cleanse. You can't just pick one. Yeah, I love beef too, American Muscle. I love beef too. Yeah, me too, American Hustle, American Muscle. But you lift weight, you gotta have that protein. But since you eat a lot of meat, it's good to keep your guts clean too, American Hustle. Keep your body detox. It'll keep your figure right. Yeah. Well, Simba, I hate to break the bad news to you. Do you want to see one of the original birds? Can I show you a bird that God gave to Moses and the children of Israel when they were roaming through the desert? The quails, original quail. You ever heard of a guinea fowl? That's one of the original birds. Quails and fowls are the original birds. Well, the original chickens, I should say. So you got a lot of learning to do, Symbol. You learn a lot here. Oh, you drank acid. Ooh, you gotta be careful with that, American Hustle. You know that acid eat all that up. The next thing you know, you get older, you'll have throat cancer. That's what's up, Simba. You could do it, American Hustle. You could do it. Why you say that, American Hustle? Yeah, the bird is the word. Well, I've never really been big on gator. It's alright. Pork. If I was to eat some pork, it'd have to be free range pork. It can't be no American pork. It can't be no piggy. It gotta be like a boar. Cause I think in the holy word it said hog anyway. Swine, dirty meat. So if you eat pork, the boar, the wild pig, is the best pig to eat. Now if you eating that pig that come from the stall with pus coming out his legs and all that, that pork you get from the rack of ribs you get from Walmart, them baby backs, that's not the pork you're supposed to eat. You're really supposed to be eating the wild boar. That's the pig that's, I can't even say it's a pig, but that's the one you're supposed to eat. That's more halal than that pig that we normally eat in America. Hey, Waylon, go get your profile pic. You got 5 minutes. Come on back now. What's groose? What's that? Simba? What's groose? What is that? I never heard of that. Now raccoon, you could gotta be careful with that coon or raccoon and possum. Yeah, you gotta be careful with them. Cause like I say, they will eat meat. Raccoons and possums, they don't normally eat meat, but they will, especially that possum. In the deep south, they call them victuals. Yeah, they call them victuals. Yeah, they call them victuals. Do you know raccoons is one of the smartest animals? You know, and pigs too. You know, pigs are smarter than dogs. Like if you caught a boar in the wild as a baby and you raise it up, it could be smarter than a dog. Why you think them farmers having such a hard time killing them? And one thing about them boars too, the wild hog, they eat the vegetables. That's why they're a problem, because they dig up all the vegetables and yeah. I mean, I never been one big eating on victuals. You gotta be careful eating that wild meat because of rabies and stuff like that. I bet you is, Simba. Get you some rest, Simba. Yeah, I can tell you tired, but you spelling stuff wrong. Hey, you still ain't told me what the goose was. What gauss? What is that? Gout? You got gout? You get better watch what you eat. Yeah, get you some rest, Simba. So when you come back, your spelling will be better. Y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tapping in. And come on, interact, engage with me. We having an open chat discussion. See, my chat talk to me because my chat know I talk back. Big salute, chat. Chat lit. What type of bird is that? We never heard of that type of bird, Simba. You the only one to know about that type of bird. You lame. And I never said game meat wasn't good. I said you gotta be careful. Well, you stupid. Matter of fact, go on to sleep. Go on to sleep. Come back tomorrow, Simba. Go on to sleep. Daniel Berry. Big salute, Daniel Berry. Now, I want to see what type of... Okay, that looked like some type of... It looked like a reject peacock. That bird that Simba was talking about. It looked like a peacock on dope. I never heard of that bird. Big salute, Simba. You did teach me something today. That's a new one. I had to look that up just to make sure it was real. Shit, Pooh, you eat that bear meat, you gonna have tapeworms. You eat that bear meat, yeah, you gonna have tapeworms living in your stomach. Bears eat meat too. Yeah, they eat nuts and all that, but remember bears. Nah, you ain't supposed to eat bear meat. Or if you do, I think you're supposed to cure it real good. Get them parasites out of it. But I wouldn't eat no bear meat. Just because that's not one of the foods that God put for us to eat. That's a beast. That's the beast of the land. Even though it's a gentle beast like the gorilla. I hate to say it, but even gorilla meat will be safer than bear meat. Gorillas don't eat nothing but greens, leaves, berries, fruits. But I don't recommend eating no gorilla meat though. Even though I heard that they do eat gorilla meat in Africa. And they say to catch the head male of the gorilla pack, it'll take 100 men. Yeah, I don't think I can eat no gorilla. Yeah, that'd be like eating a person. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. Yup. So just watch what y'all eat, man. Eat clean, eat healthy. Um, if you gotta go on a carnivore diet, try to keep it to chicken or rabbit. Um, Try to keep some veggies in you. Like I gotta get back on my cucumber game. What up, sis? Big salute, sis. Love you, girl. We just on here talking, bro. We they got to talk about diet, eating. What's going on, sis? Talk to me. Oh, what you got going on? I'm glad you showed up, sis. Now we can talk about something a little more interesting. See what's going on these YouTube streets. Yeah, we were talking about wild game, and I was telling people the wild pig can be more acceptable than that dirty pig living in his own boo boo. I think them the pigs that the spirits got cast into, and they said when the spirits got cast into them, they ran off a cliff. And then in Islam, in the Quran, it say you can eat pork, you just can't indulge. So that means if there's nothing else to eat that to crave your hunger, but don't overdo it. Don't enjoy it. Eat enough to get your nutrients and put it down. But one thing you ain't supposed to eat, you ain't supposed to hamstring, is that camel. But God will come wipe your nose if you do that camel wrong. Yeah, that camel is a sacred animal. The most sacred animal I say next to the cow and the camel are the two most sacred animals outside of America. Because I know in East Africa, the Kenyans beef with these Somalians and the Ethiopians about the herders they bringing their camels to graze because they eat like cows. Um, yeah, it's been it's shit. I ain't ate no pork. Going on 5, 6 years since I left America. Yeah, that cucumber salad hit, sis, with a little tuna in it, or some smoked salmon. You gotta watch that salmon too. Even that farm raised salmon be having tapeworms in it. I seen some the other day. They were talking about the natural salmon is better than the farm raised. The farm raised be having tapeworms in it. People was going into Walmart just buying a random pack and then coming back looking at it, you can see the worms still moving through it. So be careful with that salmon, y'all. Yeah, be careful with that salmon. Yeah, be careful with that salmon, especially if it's farm raised. Yeah, it's a little pricier. Wild salmon's a little pricier, but yeah, that's what got me second guessing this farm raised fish, because I see a lot of people that's doing the fish, they have the lakes cut off in sections, and they grow the fish out there. They say it's better, it's healthier for them. Now I understand why without an explanation. keep your fish from getting sick. Yep. So if you're gonna farm raise fish, you got to keep the water clean, circulating. It's good to have. They say it's good to have aquaponics a part of your fish tank. Make it an ecosystem. They say if you do farm raised fish, it's best to have it like an ecosystem. Because I noticed in China and in Africa, this is big. They dig the holes in the ground to make the fish more part of the ecosystem. Oh yeah, wild salmon got more flavor too. Yeah. Big salute, Will. Big salute, Will. Yeah, that wild salmon way better. It got a more fresher taste, and it's like got a lot more flavor. Yeah, because they say because it's like part of the earth. You know, everything that when it rains, you know, they get all the nutrients they need from the earth. Yep. So you might not even gotta go out there and feed them. They'll eat the stuff that fall off the trees, eat the vegetation. Um, but they say ecosystem got a lot to do with it. But it makes sense because when you free range your animals, it make them more healthier. Free range animals, the goats and the cows and all that stuff. Well, they don't let the cows free range because the cows are destructive. Oh shit, you got everybody out here doing their thing with the fish, sis. It's a big market. Shit, you got the Norwegians, you got the Venezuelans, you got the Chinese. Shit, you got everybody out here doing something with the agriculture, to be honest, sis. But the Chinese got it on smash. Look, when they do their holidays and they sacrifice the goats, the sheeps, the cows, the Chinese people are already waiting for them to bring the skins and the furs. Well, I ain't gonna necessarily say the Norwegians are the experts, because this is a whole different climate from Norway. You know, Norway is up there in the cold. I'm just gonna say they down here getting they down here getting it in. I would say the Chinese are more the experts. They coming up with creative ways to do different things, different agricultural techniques. You know. So I ain't gonna necessarily say they the experts. If I had to put expertise on anything with fishing, I gotta give it to the Asians. The Asians are the people that lived off the Mediterranean, because you know the civilization started around the Mediterranean. Well, what I'm seeing with my eyes, sis, it tell a different story. I feel what you saying though, sis. But when you get out here and when you see it on a different scale, it's different than reading on the internet, and then when you get out here and you see it. Just like let me put you up on something like the rice. They've came up with a way to grow crabs, tilapia, catfish, along with the rice in the rice paddies. You should put that in your YouTube search, sis. This the most popular form that they doing out here right now. In other parts of Africa, especially out here. They growing the crabs. They putting tilapia in there. I even think they putting goldfish in there, catfish, the perch. But they trying to make it more biodiversible, is what I guess was the word I'm looking for. Yeah, from commercial fishing to now when you say commercial, I think like river fish, but out here it's on a different scale. You got river fish, lake fish, and then you got ocean fish too. Cause they bringing in fish from the ocean, and them all Asians. Ain't no Norwegians out there on that ocean catching no fish. Them all Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans. Now if the Norwegians out there, they might got 1 or 2 boats, but them Chinese got fleets. Yeah. Yep. So it's on different scales, different levels. But from coming from a landlocked country and seeing, and then going to the ocean and seeing, it's a little different. That's why I say when you come, sis, you'll understand what I'm saying. It'll make your research and what you see in real life, you'll be able to distinguish. Not saying that you can't distinguish, but it'll be different. You need both. You can't make a judgment just off one view. You gotta have both views. You know what I'm saying? And see, and I'm coming from both views. That's one thing that got me kind of disappointed in our fish farm, even though we got one, but it's not on the level as what I see other people doing for a little bit of nothing. So that got me a little disappointed. Yeah, Alaska got some of the, as far as salmon, and then the crabs. That's what Asia want. Asia want them crabs. Asia and Africa want them snow crabs, them king crabs, because I think they only is around the cold water. Alaska, Argentina, anywhere it's cold at is where you get them crabs. I haven't really heard about any big fishing in Europe besides the sturgeon, because they like the caviar. They say the sturgeon got the best caviar. Yeah, that's for those y'all don't know what caviar is. That's rich folk food. Like we black folk, we eat cheese and crackers. Rich folk eat caviar and crackers. Yeah, I don't want them bay. I don't want them mud crabs from the bay. I want them big old snow king crabs from Alaska. Yeah, they got the mud crabs out here. Yeah, Liberia, they got them big old mud crabs. We want, you know what crabs we want? We want them buffet crab legs. Can you get the buffet crab legs in the bay? Do they get them out the bay? I don't want the mud crabs, them rock crabs. Nah, I don't want them. I want them crab legs that you get from the buffet. Preferably them king crabs. Dungeness. Is them the pole man crabs? Hold on, let me see. Because I don't know my crab species all the way like that. Dungeness. Nah. Them the mud crab. I call them mud crabs. Nah, hell nah. Them the pole man crabs. Yeah, them the pole man crabs. Nah, I don't want them. I want them king crabs, snow crabs. Yeah, the blue crabs. I call them mud crabs. We in the south we call them mud crabs. The blue crabs, the Dungeness crabs. Yeah, them in the south, they're mud crabs. You could dig up mud and they'd be on the beach. Well, you could dig up the sand, and that's how they catch them in the south, like Charleston. Yeah, they'll set the bait out there off in you know right off the beach and catch them like that too. But yeah, we call them mud crabs. Yeah, them the po man crabs. Well, in the south we call them po man crabs because they're cheaper than the snow crabs. See, the snow crabs and the king crabs. What's the price difference, sis? So you can feel what I'm saying. What's the price difference between the snow crabs and the Dungeness crabs? Hey sis, what's the price difference, baby? Talk to me. You're not gonna catch no rich people. Well, you might catch them eating that type of crab, but rich people prefer king crab and snow crab. The Japanese, they can go catch them same crabs right off their beach. But you know the crabs they can't catch off their beach? King crabs and snow crabs. What are the price of Dungeness crabs? $26 an illable. Now let's see, what's the price of snow crab? We'll say king crab. Since that's the top of the line as far as the crab. Ooh, $60 per illable. You see the price differences? King crab go between $30 to $60 per pound. Dungeness crab, $25. Straight 25 get you an illable. 25 plus tax, maybe $26 get you an illable. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess that's a Cali thing. See, I can't speak for Cali. I'm just speaking for the South. In the South, when you go to the Asian buffet, you're not gonna find you'll find them Dungeness crabs. They regular buffet, but them snow crabs, you got to pay extra for those. Shit, what's the price of snow crab? Whoa, $84. God. Well, you can get them in Florida for $30. Snow crab legs. 9 to 10 clusters. Approximately $239. Yeah, go get that price list, sis, so you can know the difference between the poor man crab and the rich man crab. So you know what type of crabs you eating, baby. Oh, shit. $239? That might be with the tariff inflation on it. Well, no, not really, because you got Arctic on the East Coast too, sis. Anywhere it's cold at, that's where you're gonna find snow crabs. Alaska just got, an abundance. But you gotta remember, you got Maine, you got shit. They on this side, they on the East Coast too. Yeah, they on the East Coast too. Yeah, they sell them in clusters. Yep. So when you do the price difference, see you spending 239 just for some legs. You don't even get the whole body. See, but with them Dungeness crabs, you get the whole crab. You get the legs, the body, the eyes. They call them mud crabs. In Asia, they call them soup crabs because they use them mainly for soup. Because they don't got a lot of meat in them. Yeah. Whoa, them snow crab legs, boy, they is not that. I think they'd add some tariff to that tax. They was already expensive, but damn, $239. Whoa. Yeah, Pooh, Maine is popular for the lobsters. Yeah, they popular for the crab legs too, snow crab, king crab. But they really up north in the east, them lobsters, big boy lobsters. Yeah, I think they is adding transportation costs on there too, sis. They got to be adding transportation, cause it's different prices all over America, and I'm noticing, cause I'm looking at it. I'm noticing that depending on where you at, yeah, the price is different. They could range. Okay, this right here is saying in the U.S., like say if you in a spot like Maine or Seattle, you could get the crabs for $11, between $11 and $12 per kilogram. $5 to $21 per pound, and they can go all the way up to $47 per kilogram. Damn. Whoa. That's wild. Yeah, because California got the good mud. The bay. Yeah. The good mud crabs. Yep, they go California for the crabs. They used to go to Texas. Texas used to be a popular spot. The Gulf of Mexico into the oil spill, and it turned into a dead zone. Florida, South Carolina, Maine, and Washington D.C. Those are big seafood spots in America. Like as far as bringing them in, and Seattle. Those are big seafood spots. But definitely, yeah, California, yeah. And they say all the crabs be big too, especially out there in the Bay. But you know, anywhere dirty water at. That's why South Carolina is popular for crabs. Muddy waters. Muddy, especially down there by Charleston and all that. Muddy waters. You wouldn't even think it's sand. You think it's mud. Because that's where the crabs live. They live under the mud. Just like somebody said something about mud crabs. See, the mud crabs outside of America, they got big claws. And they live in the mud. Just like in Liberia, when the high tide come in and then it go out, you see all the crabs coming up out the sand and they go back into the ocean. Now they mud crabs in Liberia, they diesel. Yeah. They look like a mixture of snow crabs and mud crabs. Like they got meat in their big old claws. So I guess different regions, different parts of the world, they look different, I guess because of the environment. But yeah, different price ranges on them crabs. You got rich man crabs and you got poor man crabs. Well, that's just in my opinion. No, God makes the delicious animals easy for us to catch. God, the one that put them here. Positive vibes. Remember that. I think that's another reason why crabs are so high right now, because they're not that plentiful. Yup. Here crabs for everyone. Not them itchy crabs. I don't want them itchy crabs. You can keep them itchy crabs. You can keep them, well, I was gonna say parasites, but crab ain't nothing but a big parasite. Yup. But with that being said, y'all, that's my time, man. Hey, it's a hell of a live chat. I love when my people come in and tune in and tap in. Especially with my sis. See, I knew we was gonna teach y'all something. Cause y'all didn't even know that it was different price lists for crabs. I know that this is not a normal thing like rich man crab, poor man crab. That's just the way I look at it. But yeah, the rich people, they like snow crab, king crab. And you know, the average person gonna eat the mud crab, you know, what they can afford. But if a rich man eat a crab, shit, they'll eat the mud crab in a soup or something. And they even got delicacies or stuff on the menu where they'll take the mud crab shell and they'll put king crab meat in it. So, you know, there's different ways you can do things when you got seafood restaurants and stuff like that. Bernie Smith, you still ain't got no profile pic. You did all that to wait to come say that. You waited 30 minutes. Boy, that you a lame. Come back tomorrow and talk about me eating something. No, the sea roars because that's the power of God. Wyland Baker, and you do. You got a sea in you. You got parasites in you right now. Yeah, good bacteria kills negative bacteria. Big facts, Pooh. So big salute to everybody, man, that tuned in, tapped in. Hell of a live chat, man. I appreciate y'all, everybody that interacted and engaged. I never said, why do you keep saying? I've never seen any of my rich white friends eat king crab. Now, when I say rich, maybe I take it out of context a little bit. I should say people that have an acquired taste. People that eat specifically, like your people that got enough money to hire private chefs. They don't go out to eat. They chefs cook for them. Like DJ Khaled. Yes. I mean, but that's in your area. I'm speaking on world travel, sis. I'm not speaking on just the Bay. You gotta remember, I'm speaking on what I see internationally. Yeah. Yeah, on international scale. Yeah, if you in the Bay, you know that's what, you know, Dungeness crab, what they gonna eat. Yeah, he will eat anything that tastes good. But I'm just saying he got chefs and he has an acquired taste. So he could fly to Jamaica to go eat a Jamaican lobster. You know what I'm saying? When I say rich, I mean people like that. So if he got a taste for crab, he gonna get that king crab. He ain't gonna fuck with no Dungeness where he can't get to the meat. That's what I mean when I say rich. Sis, people with people with like you say CEO types. People that jump on private jets like a Floyd Mayweather. He got chefs. A chef gonna recommend to him as an athlete, nah, eat this king crab, is better for you. So I'm speaking on like an international. No, I mean, you biting on it too hard, sis. I just use DJ Khaled as an example of the type of people I'm talking about. What do Google say? And we'll leave off with this. Which crab is better? Dungeness crab or snow? We'll say snow crab. And I think people choose snow crab over Dungeness crab because snow crab, the meat is easier to get to. Dungeness crab, you got to do too much work. That's why I choose snow crab and king crab. The meat is easier to get to. Dungeness crab, man, you got to work for that meat. But let's see what Google say. Which crab is better? Dungeness or snow? Let's just see what Google say. There's no single better crab. It's just whichever one is popular. But Google says there is no better crab between Dungeness and snow crab, as the best choice depends on personal preference. See, my personal preference would be snow crab or king crab. To me, it tastes better and it's easier to get to the meat. Dungeness crab is known for its firm texture, slightly nuttier flavor, while snow crab boasts a more delicate, sweet, and mild taste. So it's really all about what you choose. And no crab is better. They both, all of them are parasites, and all of them eat the dead shit off the bottom of the ocean. Whether it's a dead body, whether it's a dead whale, a crab is a crab. So sometimes you don't gotta bite on certain topics too hard. It's all about personal preference. See, I prefer snow crab or king crab because to eat the meat, you don't gotta work so hard to get to the meat. Dungeness crab, shit, they damn near ain't got no meat in them. Yeah, that's just my preference. So with that being said, y'all, I love y'all, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that tuned in, tapped in. Hell of a live, hell of a topic of conversation. Boy, now the chat woke. Y'all finna run the hell away from y'all. I love y'all, chat. Salute to my chat, but once again, boy, my chat real hard. My chat was lit. But my chat was all up in there. Salute everybody, man. May everybody day be full of blessings and stress-free. May God rain blessings on everybody's head. I love y'all, chat. Big salute to everybody that came through, interacted, engaged. Sis, Pooh, everybody, Waylon, everybody, Jimmy B, everybody. Maybe I should do a poll to see, which more popular. Cause that's why the price is so high. Whichever one is more popular that sells the most. That's what I'm thinking. Forgive me for rich man, poor man. I just go off what I see when I go to the buffets or go to the seafood, the price. So I love y'all, chat. Salute to the chat. Well, y'all crazy. Love y'all, chat. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all know we'll be back. Thank you for talking to me, chat, because y'all know I talk back. Love y'all, chat. Salute.